Nick Moran, the actor who played Scabior in the Harry Potter film series, had to go through emergency surgery recently. The 54-year-old actor shared the news with his fans and thanked the doctors for saving his life. But what happened to him? How did he reach that state? And how is he doing now? Before we dive into the full story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any celebrity updates. Let's dive in. The story of Nick Moran. Nick Moran isn't your typical Hollywood celebrity. No flashy red carpets, no viral scandals. But if you love British cinema or Harry Potter, you know his face. He's one of those actors you recognize immediately, even if you don't always know his name right away. He's got that sharp, intense look in his eyes, the kind that makes you stop and pay attention. And when he's in a scene, no matter how big or small the role, he owns it. That's Nick Moran, a true actor's actor. Before he stepped into the world of spells and snatchers in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Moran already had a strong following in the film world. His big break came in 1998 with Guy Ritchie's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, a film that redefined modern British crime dramas. Moran played Eddie, a small-time card shark who gets in over his head with a group of dangerous criminals. His performance was raw, real, and unforgettable. That film launched the careers of several British actors, and Moran was right there in the middle of it all. Nick Moran never tried to become a Hollywood blockbuster icon. That wasn't his lane, and he knew it. What he chose instead was something far more authentic. After Lock, Stock, he didn't ride the fame train. He kept working steadily, choosing projects that challenged him. He wasn't just acting, he was writing, directing, and performing on stage. He explored filmmaking from every angle, not because it paid well, but because he genuinely loved storytelling. He directed films like The Kid in 2010, which told the real-life story of Kevin Lewis, a man who rose from a childhood of abuse and poverty to become a successful author. That's the kind of story Moran gravitates toward. Gritty, honest, human. It's no surprise. He grew up in East London, not far from the same kind of tough neighborhoods he portrayed in his films. His path to success wasn't paved with luxury and connections. It was built on talent and a whole lot of hustle. When he joined the Harry Potter universe as Scabior, a creepy, menacing bounty hunter known as a snatcher, he took a relatively small role and made it feel huge. Scabior wasn't just another dark wizard chasing Harry and his friends. He had an eerie charisma, a slithering kind of confidence that stuck with viewers. That's what Moran brings to every role. Depth, even when the screen time is short. A lifestyle built on creativity. For someone who's been in the industry for decades, Nick Moran lives a surprisingly grounded life. He isn't constantly photographed at flashy parties or luxury resorts. Instead, he's more likely to be found on a theater stage, behind a camera, or writing his next story. He's a creative first and a celebrity second, and that's exactly why his fans respect him. In interviews, he's talked about the ups and downs of the acting world. He's been open about rejection, about working hard even when the cameras weren't rolling, and about making art for the sake of the art itself. That mindset has kept him going, even as Hollywood changed around him. But even with all his experience, all his strength, and quiet confidence, nothing could have prepared him for what happened earlier this year. Life-threatening diagnosis. It started with something simple, a dull, nagging pain in his neck. The kind of thing anyone might brush off after a long day or a bad night's sleep. At 55, some aches and stiffness aren't unusual. But this pain didn't go away. In fact, it got worse. Moran, like many of us, likely thought it was nothing serious. But his body was sending out warning signals. And thankfully, he listened. Doctors ran tests. What they found was far worse than anyone expected. The pain wasn't just discomfort. It was coming from his spinal cord. It was dangerously close to damaging the nerves that control speaking and walking. Had it gone untreated, the outcome could have been devastating. He might have lost his ability to speak, to move, even to live a normal life. He might never walk or talk again, revealed his close friend, actor and producer Terry Stone, in a chilling interview with Mail Online. Those words shook fans. The idea that someone like Moran, so strong, so full of life, could be taken down by something invisible and silent was terrifying. There was no time to wait. Moran was rushed into emergency microsurgery. The procedure was incredibly complex. Surgeons had to work around delicate nerves, replacing parts of his neck with artificial bone. Any mistake could have meant permanent damage. The pressure was enormous, not just on the doctors, but on Moran and his loved ones. It wasn't just about saving his career, it was about saving his life. Spinal surgeries are no joke. They require intense precision and carry high risks. When nerves are involved, every move matters. But Moran's surgery was a success. It was a close call, but he made it through. Fighting back for future. The best part? Moran is now home. He's walking, he's talking, and he's recovering faster than anyone expected. His representatives released a statement assuring fans that he's not just okay, he's on the mend and preparing to return to filming soon. That's not just a relief, it's a miracle. And it's a powerful reminder of how fragile life can be. One moment you're living your everyday routine, the next you're facing a possible end to everything you've built. It puts things in perspective. For Nick Moran, this experience may have been a near tragedy, but it's also become a second chance. And knowing the kind of person he is, he won't waste it. So what's next for the man who danced with death and came out the other side? Well, if his track record tells us anything, it's that he'll keep creating. Whether it's another dark and edgy role, a passion project behind the camera, or a stage performance that reminds everyone of his roots, Moran isn't done. Far from it. In fact, this may just be the beginning of a new chapter, one with more meaning, more clarity, and maybe even a new sense of urgency. When you almost lose everything, the things that matter most become crystal clear. And for Moran, that's always been storytelling, connection, and authenticity. He might take some time to heal fully, but he won't disappear. In fact, we may see a new kind of fire in his work, a deeper intensity born from facing real fear and coming out stronger. Nick Moran may have played a villain in Harry Potter, but in real life, he's the kind of hero who deserves more recognition. Not because he faced down some mythical enemy, but because he faced something very real and terrifying and didn't let it define him. He's living proof that even in the darkest moments, there's a way back to the light. And as he recovers, prepares to return to the screen, and continues doing what he loves most, his fans are right there with him, rooting for every step. Sometimes life gives you a second chance. Nick Moran got his, and he's making the most of it. And as far as comebacks go, this one might just be legendary. So what do you think? Will this life-changing experience push Nick Moran into his greatest role yet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates. Thanks for watching till the end.